Дойче Думков, ты еще увидишь, как из-за твоей продажной глупости, Анна-Лена Бербок, Берлин будет гореть.
Надо как-то сделать так, чтобы американские солдаты начали гибнуть.
Да мы сотрем в порошок Варшаву и Вильнюс.
Почему мы признаем Францию в ее границах?
Как я хочу посмотреть, чтобы Урсулиха фон дер Ляля корчилась с куском беспилотника в глотке.
Когда на сегодняшний день мы говорим, что война будет безъядерной, мы, наверное, лукавим.
По количеству на душу населения, правда, Канада ее опережает, но Америка — это мировая держава победила.
Я сейчас требую спалить Берлин.
Welcome to a new episode of Russian Hate Speech, where we break down the most absurd statements from Russian propagandists, trying to fuel anti-Western sentiments among Russians. We will begin with Igor Markov, a former deputy of the Ukrainian parliament, discussing how Russia should ensure its security by dominating neighboring countries. The main task that the president has outlined is to ensure Russian security, right? Is the main point of reference for us. Take a map, take a compass, put one leg of the compass on the hero city of Moscow and the other leg on Warsaw or a little farther away, and draw a semicircle. There should not be a single American missile within the radius of this semicircle. And how this will be achieved? Whether there will be neutral regimes in these countries controlled by us, or we will get there, we have no other options. American missiles can only be located where, if they are launched, we can shoot them down. In any other case, if we do not capture them, so to speak, if American missiles end up in Kharkiv, we will not have time to shoot them down. Markov basically suggests creating buffer zones in part of Europe for Russian security, an idea as crazy as trying to redraw the map of Europe to fit Russian imperial ambitions. Next up, we have Vladimir Solovyov, a notorious Russian propagandist who makes audacious claims about reclaiming Warsaw and dividing Poland. Maybe we will just take back the Russian city of Warsaw and this time divide these idiots. We will not act like Comrade Stalin, who gave them land, tried to say that they are also victors, tried not to notice the animal anti-Semitism of a number of Polish armed formations, and so forget about the history of the 30s, when Poland showed itself in such way in which Churchill clearly described it. Come on, Europeans, you do not understand Russia at all, and when you do, it will be too late. Finally, we turn to Sergei Mardan, a Russian TV host, who shares disturbing statistics about Russian public opinion on the use of nuclear weapons. I have come across a Levada Center poll, so 10% of Russians certainly support a nuclear strike against Ukraine. 10% of respondents support this concept. Another 24% think it's, well, generally appropriate. So it turns out that a third of Russian citizens are not at all opposed to a nuclear strike against Ukraine. Mardan's revelation highlights the dangerous level of aggression and hostility among Russians fueled by Kremlin propaganda. As we expose these examples of Russian hate speech, it's becoming increasingly evident that the aggressive rhetoric and dangerous narratives from Russian propagandists aim to destabilize and intimidate, posing real threats to global peace and security.